Hi, I'm Vishnupriya R, studying at Kongunadu College of Engineering and Technology. Today I will talk about file management in operating system. File management helps in storing, organizing and accessing data easily. It ensures that files are saved properly and can be retrieved when needed. Let's understand how it's work and why it's important. The topic on file management in operating system is it covers the key aspects such as file concept, file types, file operations, access method, directory structure, file system structure. File concept means in understanding what files are and how they work. File type it means the different format and classifications on file. File operation means action that can be performed on file. Examples read, write, delete, etc. Access method way to retrieve data from files. Example sequential, direct, etc. Directory structure how files are organized in folders or directories. File system structure the internal structure of file storage in OS. File concept in operating system. A file is a collection of related information stored in storage devices. It stores information and data for easy access and retrieval. Files act as a medium for input and output between the users and applications. File types in operating system. The two main types of files are ordinary files, directory files. Ordinary files it means regular files contains the user information, can store text or executable programs, can be text files or binary files. User can perform the various operation on them. Directory file it acts as a folder that contains other files, don't contain data directly, store the reference to other files within them. File types in operating system. Device files it store the device informations used for communication with hardware. It two types character special files read or write data character by character. Example mouse, printer, etc. Black files. It store the related to the hard disk. Examples the file related to hard disk. Next file type is FIFO files. It means first in first out. File is an operating system. These files act as a temporary buffers that allows the two or more processes to communicate by writing and reading data from the buffer in a sequential order. The buffer is allocated when a process opens the file and discarded when all connected processes close the reference. First in first out files are commonly used for inter-process communications. Next is file operations. Can be performed in operating system. These are included. Create. Create it is used for making a new file. Next one is delete. It means removing a file. Open. It accessing a file for reading or writing. Next one is close. It closing open a file after use. Read. It means retrieving data from a file. Next one is write. It's storing the data in a file. Append. Adding data to the end of the file. Seek. It means moving to a specific position in a file. Get attributes, set attributes. Get attributes means viewing file properties. Set attributes means modifying file properties. Rename, changing the name of a file. These operations are essential for managing the files efficiently in an operating system. Next one is directory structure. Directories helps to organize file in a file system. They act as a system file that maintains the structure of the file system. Types of directory structure is a single level directory structure. All files are stored in a single directory. Simple but not scalable for large system. Hierarchically directory structure. It means organized in a multiple levels for better file management. Includes two-level directory structure, three-level directory structure, acyclic graph directory. Two-level directory structure means separate the direction for each user. Tree-level directory structure means file organized in a tree like hierarchy. Acyclic graph directory means allows share the directories and links between them. These structure ensure the efficient file management and access control in an operating system. This slide illustrates the single level directory structure. A single directory contains all files, simple and easy to implement, suitable for a small system with a fewer files, lacks organization for multiple users, leading to naming conflicts. Diagram explanation. It means a directory contains the multiple files, no subdirection or hierarchical structure. This type of structure works for basic system but becomes inefficient as the number of files and user grows. This slide illustrates the hierarchical directory structure, specifically a two-level directory system. Each user has their own directory. Files are organized separately under the each user directory. Prevents naming conflict between the user. It provides the better organization than a single level directory. User cannot access the each other files unless the explicitly allowed. This diagram explanation for users have their own directories. User has subdirection to manage the file. Each subdirectory contains individual files. This advantages is the prevents the file name conflict, better security and organization, easier file management and retrieval. This structure is commonly used in multi-user system where they separate the workspace or required for each user. These slides represent the tree-level directory structure, which is the type of hierarchical directory system. The structure starts with the root directory. Each user has their own subdirectory under the root. User have subdirectories inside the directories. Files are stored inside either user characteristics or their subfolders. Diagram explanation of this is root is the top level directory. User 1 has a file short.c, a subdirectory folder 1 which contain a.text. User 2 has a file b.text, a subdirectory folder 2 which contains the reverse.cpp. These advantages is efficient organization of files and folders, scalability, more levels can be added as needed. User isolations, files are structured neatly within characteristics. Improves security by controlling access to different levels. This structure is widely used in modern operating systems like Linux and Windows, where directories and subdirectories helps manage the file systematically. This slide represents an acyclic graph directory structure, a type of hierarchical directory system. Unlike the tree structures, an acyclic graph directory allows the directories and files to have a multiple parents. Shared files or directories can exist in multiple locations using links. Helps in avoiding duplication of files by allowing the multiple paths to the same file. Its explanation is folder 1 and folder 2 contains the multiple subfolders. The file b.text is linked across the multiple folders. The acyclic nature ensures the no cyclic loops meaning the directories don't link back to themselves. Advantages is efficient file sharing without the duplicating data, reduce the storage usage due to the shared file reference. Multiple user can access a file from different paths. Dis- Disadvantages is more complex than a simple tree structure, requires the careful management of file links to prevent the broken reference. This structure is commonly used in a Unix, Linux file system, where a symbolic and hard links allow the files to be accessible from different locations. File system structure, which is responsible for efficiently accessing, storing, and retrieving data from a disk. The file system is a crucial for managing the data on a disk. It consists of multiple layers, each handling the specific task. Layer 1, Input Output Control Interface. It contains the device drivers and interrupt handlers. Handles the data transfer between the memory and disk. The device drivers translate the file level commands into the hardware instruction. This layer ensures the smooth communication between the operating system and the hardware storage device. Layer 2 is basic file system layers. File system layer generates the commands for the device drivers, reads or writes physical blocks on disk via the device driver. Third one is file organization model layer. It converts the logical block addresses to physical block addresses on disk. Fourth one is logical system layer. It manages the file metadata such as the location and permissions. Fifth one is applications program layer. The layer where users create the application programs that interact with the file system. Access method, which defines how data is retrieved from a file stored in a computer. Types of access method. First one is sequential access. Data is accessed in a linear sequence, one recorded after another. Common in tape storage system and simple file processing application. Second one is indexed access. Uses an index table to locate the records quickly, allows efficient searching while maintaining some order. Used in database and file system with structured storage. Third one is direct access or random access. Data is retrieved directly from its location without sequential traversal, common in drivers, SSDs, and database that require the fast retrieval. Each method is useful in different scenarios based on speed, efficiency, and storage medium. Sequential access, a common method of accessing and storing file. Most common file structure used for simple and large data sets. Fixed format is maintained for records, ensuring the uniformity. Key field uniquely identifies records and dictates storage order. Ideal for batch processing applications where operations are performed on large amount of data at once. Efficient for tape storage and disk-based sequential file structure, making it suitable for archival and logging purpose. Advantages is simple and efficient for reading large files sequentially, works well with the tape storage and log files. Disadvantages is searching for specific record requires the scanning from the beginning, making retrieval slow, inefficient for random access or modification of records. This method is widely used in scenarios like transaction logs, high historical records, and batch processing system. Indexed access, an efficient file access method using indices. Records are accessed through indices, improving retrieval speed, supports the variable length records, making it flexible. Exhaustive index. contains one entry for every record in the main file. Partial index. It contains the entries only for records where a specific field or interest exists. Common in this time sensitive application where quick access to data is crucial. Its use cases is airline reservation system, quick lookup for flight booking. Inventory control system is fast retrieval of stock details. Advantages: faster than sequential access for searching records, supports both full or partial indexing for optimizing performance. Disadvantages: requires the additional storage for index files. Updating the indexes can be resource intensive. This method is ideal for database where the frequent searching and filtering are required. Direct access, a method for quickly retrieving records based on known addresses. Records are accessed directly using a known black addresses. Uses the hashing or key values to determining storage locations commonly used when very rapid access to records is necessary. Fixed length records are stored. Each record is accessed individually rather than sequentially. Advantages is extremely fast retrieval compared to sequential or indexed access, ideal for real-time application like transaction system. Disadvantages is require the efficient hashing technique to avoid the collisions, may lead to wasted storage if records are sparsely distributed. Use cases: the database systems where quick lookup are needed, catching the mechanism in operating system, banking system for rapid transaction processing. This method is best suited for application demanding instant the record retrieval. File management helps in storing, accessing, and organizing data efficiently. The different access method is sequential, indexed, and direct access are used to based on the system needs. Sequential access reads file in order suitable for batch processing. Indexed access used an index for faster searches useful in database. Direct access allows the quick access to specific data ideal for real-time systems. A well-structured file system improves the performance, ensures the data security and makes file handling easier in operating system. Thank you.